Hello and welcome to Jyvaskyla. Today we are going to fly to Oulu in the Black Square Turbine Duke in live weather, in live time, and using BeyondATC premium voices. As far as I know, the Turbine Duke is still not upgraded for 2024, so no reason to do the walk around. We cannot interact with anything. So let's hop into the cockpit and start preparing. Let's remove you. Seats and seatbelts are of course secured, cabin door is latched, and while we are at it, let's get some fresh air. Electrical switches are off, avionics switch is off, oxygen pressure is between 1550 and 1850. Okay, checked. Circuit breakers are all in. Oh, we don't need you for a second. So, bleed air is closed. Where was I? Cabin pressure shut off. Open. Alternate static air. Is that you? Yes, it's in the normal. CO detector. Yeah, it's working. Environmental mode. Not you. Off. Flaps are up. Power levers are flight idle. Condition levers cut off. And propellers high RPM. Trims are centered. Fuel selectors are on. Beacon on. Battery master on. Okay, fuel quantities. Let's make them even. That's a bit more than we need, but not by much. Okay, let's quickly check that we have 25 volts on battery 1 and 25 volts on battery 2 as well. So let's move battery back to both and let's give ourselves external power. Now we have 28 volts. Okay, and since we have a lot of power, let's turn on avionics. And yes, we do not have an arrival airport yet, so let's fix that. We are flying to Oulu, which is Echo Foxtrot Oscar uniform. Echo Foxtrot Oscar uniform. And we are flying, so we do not have a SID. We're flying Odedo. Unfortunately, this free version of the Garmin, I think it's 750, does not handle arrays, so I will have to add waypoints manually. So after Adado, it's Mimru, then Lpop, and then we'll have an arrival. And it's called Suvib 5 Delta. So that will be Suvib 5 Delta. Runway 30, load, and also, nope, we expect RNAV 30, of course it's the last one, and come on, why is there not a final? Okay. Let's check this on the map. So we are flying direct to Adado, Mimru, Lpop, Suvib, Osman. Yeah, and it's there twice. Maybe we'll have to be mindful of that. I guess we cannot. Can I? It might, just might be good this way. Yes, this is how it should look like. Great. Okay, let's listen to the 80s, which should be 13415.
Initial contact, you have information mic. Jyvaskyla, airport information mic. 065-8 Zulu, wind 340 at 8, temperature -01, dew point -06, QNH 1019er, landing and departing runway 30, transition level 050. Advise on initial contact, you have information mic. Jyvaskyla, airport information mic.
Jyvaskyla ground, good morning, Turbine Duke, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November information mic on board, request IFR to Oulu.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November Jyvaskyla ground. Thanks for Mike, expect runway 30. Climb flight level 060 on runway center line, then expect radar vectors at Edo. Squawk 3641.
Expect runway 30. Climb flight level 060 on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors at Edo. Squawk 3641. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November. Read back correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
Wilco, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
4-1. Okay, 6000 is set, 3641 is set, and runway center line is, we will move it when we are doing the run-up, so no sense to set it now. And Jyvaskyla ground, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, request engine start.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, engine start approved. Call when ready for taxi.
Roger, startup approved. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay. Okay, buzzwords are 28, provided by
Foxtrot India,
Bravo.
November, Foxtrot, Oscar Romeo, Charlie, Echo, ready for airways to Pirkkala.
Ignition on, wing pump.
Foxtrot India
Off,
November,
wing.
Foxtrot Oscar Romeo, Charlie Echo, Jyvaskyla ground, expect runway 30. Climb flight level 060 on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors. Air note. Squawk 2750.
Expect runway 30, climb flight level 060 on runway center line, then expect radar vectors air note. Squawk 2750. Foxtrot India November, Foxtrot, Oscar Romeo, Charlie, Echo.
Foxtrot India November, Foxtrot Oscar Romeo, Charlie Echo, read back correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
Roger that, Foxtrot India, November, Foxtrot, Oscar Romeo, Charlie, Echo. Foxtrot India, November, Foxtrot, Oscar Romeo, Charlie, Echo, at ramp 1, request pushback.
Foxtrot India November, Foxtrot Oscar Romeo, Charlie Echo, Jyvaskyla ground. Hold position for traffic.
Hold position. Foxtrot India, November, Foxtrot, Oscar Romeo, Charlie, Echo.
Then again for the left side. So ignition on. Auto for the takeoff. cold outside, I don't think we will need the oil coolers. But we will need the reflectors for the taxi. The window now, so we can hear ourselves better, and also to let in some warm air. 1 degree, it's quite chilly in here. Jyvaskyla ground, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, request taxi to the runway.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, runway 30 taxi via Charlie, Tango Echo.
Runway 30 taxi via Charlie, Tango Echo, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
30, we are Charlie, Tango Echo. Okay, that's pretty straight. We will need to go to the outer taxiway just right here, and then all the way to the end. So let's get just a tiny bit of pushback.
Foxtrot India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo, Jyvaskyla ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west, Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo.
Delta, but we need to go all the way to Echo. We don't need
Foxtrot,
that
India,
much
November,
runway,
November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo, request taxi.
I think I have not checked, but
Foxtrot, India, November,
I'm not
November,
sure
Foxtrot,
that
Oscar, Romeo,
BeyondATC
Charlie, Echo, runway 30
handles
taxi via Charlie, Tango, Echo.
intersection takeoffs.
Runway 30 taxi via Charlie, Tango, Echo, Foxtrot, India, November, November,
Yeah,
Foxtrot,
we're
Oscar, Romeo,
almost
Charlie,
at
Echo.
So we'll just
Hotel
slow
Alpha
down.
Tango, Mike November, contact Jyvaskyla Tower 118.0. Have a good day.
Over to Tower 118.0, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November.
Okay, let's out and then make a turn like so. Parking brake set. Let's quickly do our run-ups. The parking brake is set. Annunciators are as expected. Remote compass. Oh, come on, I want to have warmth in here. Remote compass as well. Pretty sure it was. Oh, that's what it's slate. Fuel selectors. Crossfeed. Wing pumps are already on. Now let's try to reach 2050 RPM. We need to be very careful. The engine is a lot stronger than our brakes. Just the hair on the right side and broadcast left, right. Okay, let's move throttle right on the left, throttle to right 1 up to 2100. size, the RPM, and back to max. And switch sides. Generator, let's see the watts jumps. So left generator reset, right takes the load, right generator reset, and the left takes the load. Oil doors open, still oil doors with closed. With closed orders, the oil temperature is still in the green, but now that it's open, it's dropping. It's finally 16 degrees inside, it's still not very warm, but at least something. Nice deflectors are on, and we have the notification of those. Instrument air is in the green, and we have no lights. Cockpit window is good. Cabin altitude. So we are at 400 feet. 420. Go below -500 and test. It's dropping. Let's go up all the way to 26, where we are going to fly to. Second, so left prop heat on, ground test, prop heat off, right on, ground test, windshield heat on, window heat, right window heat, fuel vent, right fuel vent. Off, though it will be left on. Let's see. And back to normal. Let's leave it to drop back. Do a 1 cycle. Goes up and then falls down, and the instrument there is still in the green. Fuel selectors back to on, midstream power on. Does work. center line is 304, so let's move it to 304 and turn you off. Flaps take off. Flaps landing and back to takeoff. Ignition is on auto. Check. So rudder left, right, neutral, down, up, neutral, left, right, neutral. Flight controls are free and correct. Altimeter is set. Departure altitude set and heading is also set. Landing lights on. We are ready for takeoff. Jyvaskyla ground, Duke Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November runway 30, clear, ready for departure.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November. Jyvaskyla Tower, wind 340 at 8. Fly heading 300, runway 30, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 300, runway 30, cleared for takeoff. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November.
Okay, if we are told 300, then let's set it to 300. I'm afraid air conditioning will have to go off for now. Let's close them not to lose the heat. Transponder is in altitude reporting mode. And let's go. Clock this runway quite long enough, so let's quickly get
Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot. Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo. Ready for departure. Runway 30. Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot. Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo. Hold short of 30. Departing traffic. Affirm hold short of 30 for traffic. Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo. Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo. Runway 30. Line up and wait.
Okay, gears up.
Line up and wait.
Flaps up.
Runway 30. Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo.
Heading at altitude.
Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo, Jyvaskyla Tower, wind 340 at 8, fly heading 220, runway 30, cleared for takeoff. Fly heading 220, runway 30, cleared for takeoff. Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November, contact Jyvaskyla departure 128.8.
Contact Jyvaskyla departure 128.8, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November.
Departure, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November 4100 fleet, climbing flight level 060.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, Jyvaskyla departure. Good day, identified, climb to flight level 130.
Climb to flight level 130, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Okay, but let's stop rocket
Hotel Alpha
mode.
Tango, Mike November, turn right, heading 315.
Turn right, heading 315, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Jyvaskyla, Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo. Good day, 1,500 feet.
And we are still climbing very steep.
Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo, Jyvaskyla, departure, identified. Climb to flight level 100.
Let's
Climb to
keep
flight
this
level
for a while,
100,
so
Foxtrot,
we
India,
can
November, November,
catch up with
Foxtrot,
us.
Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo.
Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo, cleared direct RBEV, resume own navigation.
Cleared direct RBEV, resume own navigation, Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo.
Okay, ice doors are closed, oil doors are also closed. We are above the lower cloud layer, and I don't think we will go into the upper one. But of course that remains to be seen. Cannot exactly line up for other though. We will find get another vector soon, I guess.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, cleared direct Adedo, resume own navigation.
Okay,
Cleared direct Adedo, resume own navigation, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, contact Helsinki Control 121.3.
Center on 121.3, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
okay, and center on 1213.
Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo, Helsinki Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 200.
Climb to flight level 200, Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo.
Helsinki Control, good morning. Duke, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November, flight level 120, climbing 130.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, Helsinki Control. Good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 260.
Climb to flight level 260, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Okay, oh, and please, a lot of hot air, please. not have been on.
Finnair 5 Tango November, Helsinki Control, expect VEPIN 4 Bravo, runway 04 left.
Expect VEPIN 4 Bravo, runway 04 left, Finnair 5 Tango November.
Turn off the autopilot. Let's get back on track.
Vapin 4 Bravo, runway 04 left. Report ready for descent.
Vapin 4 Bravo, runway 04 left, ready for descent, Finnair 5 Tango November.
Finnair 5 Tango November, descend to flight level 200.
Descent to flight level 200, Finnair 5 Tango November.
Foxtrot India November November Foxtrot Oscar Romeo Charlie Echo Helsinki Control expect RBEV 3 Delta runway 06.
Expect RBEV 3 Delta, runway 06, Foxtrot India, November November Foxtrot Oscar Romeo Charlie Echo.
Finnair 7 Kilo Foxtrot, contact Helsinki radar approach 129.85.
Contact Helsinki radar approach 129.85, Finnair 7 Kilo Foxtrot.
Alpha Yankee, Helsinki Control, expect Lucep 4 Bravo, runway 04 left.
Expect Lucep 4 Bravo, runway 04 left, Finnair 1 Alpha Yankee.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, Helsinki Control, expect Suvip 5 Delta, runway 30.
Expecting Suvip 5 Delta to runway 30, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Finnair 1 Alpha Yankee, you were assigned flight level 380. I show you at flight level 369er. Climb to flight level 380.
Wilco, climb to flight level 380, Finnair 1 Alpha Yankee.
Helsinki Control, Finnair 14 Juliet, flight level 329er.
Finnair 14 Juliet, Helsinki Control identified.
Above 2300 with a speed limit of 240, which of course
Foxtrot India November November Foxtrot Oscar Romeo Charlie Eco, descend to flight level 150.
above 2000.
Descend to flight level 150. Foxtrot India November November Foxtrot Oscar Romeo Charlie Echo.
And from Atkin to Akpa, where we should be at 1900. Hit for 2300.
Alpha Tango, Mike November, Suwib 5 Delta, runway 30. Report ready for descent.
Suwib 5 Delta, runway 30, call when ready, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Helsinki Control, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November ready for descent.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, descent to flight level 100.
Descent to flight level 100, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Finnair 1 Alpha Yankee, Lucep 4 Bravo, runway 04 left. Report ready for descent.
Lucep 4 Bravo, runway 04 left, ready for descent, Finnair 1 Alpha Yankee.
Finnair 1 Alpha Yankee, descend to flight level 170.
Descent to flight level 170, Finnair 1 Alpha Yankee.
Red nose 2603. Contact Helsinki radar approach 129.85.
Contact Helsinki radar approach 129.85. Red nose 2603.
Foxtrot India November Foxtrot Oscar Romeo Charlie Echo. Contact Pirkkala approach 126.2.
Contact Pirkkala approach 126.2, Foxtrot India November Foxtrot Oscar Romeo Charlie Echo. Helsinki Control, Finnair 602, flight level 349er.
Finnair 602, Helsinki Control, radar contact. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, contact Helsinki Control 123.85, bye-bye.
Contact Helsinki Control 123.85, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Helsinki Control, good morning. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, flight level 185, descending 100.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, Helsinki Control, radar contact.
station, so at least we will know our distance from there, since we are going to have an Arnav approach.
Foxtrot, India. November, November, Foxtrot. Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo. Descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, Foxtrot, India, November, November, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Echo.
Let's not overspeed.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, contact Oulu. Approach 118.15.
Contact Oulu, approach 118.15, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay, but first 13545.
Information Charlie. 0658 Zulu. Wind 350 at 4. Temperature -01. Dew point -07. QNH 1023. Landing and departing runway 30. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Oulu. Advise on initial contact. You have information Charlie.
Oulu approach, Duke, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike, November, flight level 100, information Charlie on board.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November Oulu approach, QNH 1023. Expect the RNAV runway 30.
QNH 1023, expect the RNAV runway 30, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Fuel selectors are on, fuel difference is 0, vehicle lights are on, pitot heat is on, windshield propeller heat off, cabin and will be off a lot later. Okay, 25 degrees is maybe a bit excessive. Ignition on auto. Nice, deflectors are on even though we are flying over these clouds. Okay, let's close them for now. Okay, cabin altitude is still decreasing and it's almost down to sea level.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, descend to 2,300 feet, QNH 1023.
Descend to 2,300 feet, QNH 1023, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Something conditions, while also we are not very slow either. 28 miles from the airport. Of course we're not flying directly towards it. There's that. And as we are also descending to an altitude instead of a flight level, let's go. Barometric altitude, but this instrument is radar, so it's 280 above. Okay, a bit bumpy here. because it's so frequent that our systems always think we just start to descend towards 2300. Almost on the initial approach fix, so let's try to hold back on the speed.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, cleared direct Atkin, cross Atkin at or above 2,300 feet, cleared RNAV runway 30.
Cleared direct Atkin, cross Atkin at or above 2,300 feet. Cleared RNAV runway 30, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, contact Oulu Tower 124.4.
Contact Tower 124.4, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November. Bye bye.
Oulu Tower, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, 2,300 feet.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, Oulu Tower, wind 350 at 4, runway 30 cleared to land.
Runway 30 cleared to land, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
1000 feet, but cabin altitude is at 0, which is good. Wing pumps are on. Propellers, let's set them back to 2190. Oil doors open, nice reflectors open. Landing gear is down, green, and the flaps landing is to go. I say let's go flaps landing. And let's also try to compensate for the additional drag. Steam about 110 knots. Flying slow is captured. So let's set it 300 for the mixed approach. So just review and autopilot off.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, exit right at Alpha.
Exit right at Alpha, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay, flaps up. Flight director can go off. This is an exit. We're not going to go all the way to Alpha. We're going to exit just right here at Charlie. BeyondATC really likes to use the whole runway, but it doesn't really make sense. I guess SIM, we would have used this exit.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, request taxi to allocated ramp.
Landing lights off.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, ramp 12 Alpha Taxi via Charlie Tango.
Ramp 12 Alpha via Charlie, Tango, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
So taxi lights are on. Radar can go off. Settle. Okay, according to the BeyondATC map, I think we are going to get ourselves a gate. Differential is 0. Heating, oil door, ice weights. Taxi light. Avionics off. 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 Battery master off. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oulu. I hope you enjoyed the flight as much as I did, because I really did enjoy it. It was quite some time since I managed to do a bit of flight simulator, so it was good to be back. I think it was an okay flight with an okay landing, but if you have any comments about it, please do so in the comment sections. If you liked it, please like it, and if you're not yet subscribed, please do so. I hope to see you on our next flight, and until then, goodbye.